Jason would have people to think that he's on, and he is unique, smart. He knows how to get over. Number one, because his family is backing him, okay? But just like the drive-by shooting, you get off on a drive-by shooting where innocent people are killed. Same vehicle, same everything, same girlfriend. Everything is the exact same, just a different community. Drugs would do that. He would have it that to people to think, I'm just an innocent person, that I got a drug addiction. He's a mastermind. And can be helped if somebody make him own up to the truth. The truth shall make him free. You got saints that are in the prisons doing prison ministry. I pray for both of their souls. I pray for that district attorney in Kaskaska, Michigan, that's handling these two cases for the next 2 weeks. I already know Terrence is going to go down. Okay, Terrence is black. With all the racial motives and all the racial issues that have gone on in Kaskaska, and all of, my nephew has been saying, this is Muslims issue. No, the Muslim issue is between the village president and those that took to his teaching and that little group. And when you read the articles, it only addresses the president. Okay, the people voted him out. As a matter of fact, they made him resign. They voted him down. They fought him with teeth and tongue and actions. Yes, that hate will travel like the Klan's hate travel. But I think this case is a different brand. This case has a different situation going on. Many folks died on the streets from the drugs and the heroin. And I've been involved with street ministry and prison ministry. Some say they sold to their mamas, their children. It don't matter who you sell to. It don't matter who you build a community over. This is not a time to build the Muslims community in Kaskaska and anywhere. This is the death of my nephew, Broderick Ward. It is a painful case. I read where my nephew said yesterday they showed him the pictures of my nephew's body. Right there would touch your heart. Your blood brother. I'm up here in Virginia with one of my grandsons that his brother is going into surgery tomorrow. He's wanting to get to his brother. And I'm willing to drive in the distance because that's the way I raised them. They're close to one another. I've never seen my boys fight with each other. My sons love each other. They'll fight you. You get in between them. That's how we have raised. That's how the Ward family raised their families. Sammy, you're Samuel Ward. Never be ashamed of your name. You're not Sammy Ward Bay. You're Sammy Ward. One thing I can say about Jeffrey will let you know he is Jeffrey, I don't know his middle name, Dillard Jr. He is his father's namesake. You're your father's namesake. Samuel Horace Ward. I love my family. I love my family, God. Thank you. Ooh, that just went across my heart. when I said that. I love my family. I love my brothers. My brothers are smart. My sisters are smart. We go to bat for our children. But we tell you the truth too. We would rather lose your love than to see you walk down hell's road, because you won't not love us, because we love you. One of the saddest things would be that a mistrial is declared. One of the saddest things would be as the people that killed Broderick walk away from there with a mistrial. I've worked cases since 1999 October, and you must listen. One of the greatest things is when justice flow down. And no, they don't have to be in prison for the rest of their entire life. We don't want a death sentence on them, okay? But we do want justice. They need to go to prison. They need to go. Not only did our nephew get hurt, other folks have gotten killed and hurt. That family in Detroit, that drive-by shooting, and I understand that one of them was a child. Child don't know what happened to him. Yes. And my nephew, you posted something on your Facebook. You posted where you made a lot of money and you sold a lot of drugs. And you did this, this, and the other. For you, justice should be this case being put to arrest, and the people with a $10 million bond sitting on their heads being sentenced. That's what justice is. Justice is not an eye for an eye. Justice is not a tooth for a tooth. Justice is not the Old Testament. Justice is not a Muslim fight. You're not trying to build a Muslim group. You're not the spokesperson for the Muslim community. You're not trying to, in a conniving way, and I didn't say that you're conniving. In a conniving way, you're not trying to use the death of your brother to build a religious, another organization. This is not about organizations. This is about a trial that must take place. You're going to sit there. You're going to have a jury-picked opening statements. You'll go into the case. I know the parts of it. You'll go into the case. And what was odd to me when I got to Kaskaska, all the time in Georgia, the prosecutors sit on the left side near the jury box. That's the head of a place. And the defense sit on the right side, which is the tail side. Now, I look at things biblical. Forgive me. The prosecution in Kaskaska sits on the head side. And the defense attorneys, no, the prosecutor sits at the tail, and the defense sits at the head on the left-hand tables by the jury. That was odd to me. A lot of things I've saw in Kaskaska has been odd. Okay, what do I mean it's been odd? You all have a different type laws. Open murder cases. You don't have the death penalty. I know, and I don't say this as a slanderous statement, we got tougher judges down in Georgia. Okay, that ain't taking no jump. They will send you to prison and go home and go to bed. Okay, it's more family oriented up in Michigan and over there. I've been to the Inkster courts. I've been to, more money was made in that Inkster court in one day than would ever be made in our court system in a day. In one small court, they had to make $100,000 under that one judge that day, because everybody was charged with drugs. That was odd to me. Up in Kaskaska, it's a different system. It's a system I'm more used to because I've mostly worked with white people. Justice can be done by putting the peoples to jail that killed Broderick. He had a horrible death. I did not see the pictures, but the pictures should prick your heart and say, let me stop talking about the Muslim community. Okay, that case ain't got nothing to do with the Muslim community. That case has to do with drugs and heroin and stuff that, no, that's not saying that my nephew did it. I don't know until you hear the whole case. You don't know. That's how justice has to be done. To stop a man, he brought his whole family into the ring of being a mastermind over drugs. Jason. Yes. It's not a Muslim war that's going on up there. Not in that case. It's a war where lots of folks died. Lots of folks overdosed. You putting washing powder together with some sugar and some salt and some this and some junk and feeding it to people who sniffing it up their nose. That's what this is about. And to be able to go to sleep and rest at night. You won't be able to rest at night fighting the former mayor. They done already kicked him out. They done already took him down. When he took the salary from that clerk and he messed with other employees' salaries, money, that took him down right there. Then they went to fighting against him. When he went on colleges, when he started throwing it out about how the whites raised whites or the white church. I saw the video. I saw it. I seen it. That's a different fight. That's a different fight. When my house got shot into, now that brought me and the Klan and my family and the Klan on a fight. Our work with the NAACP may have been a cause of it or fed into it. But our work with the NAACP was a civil rights fight. Two different battles. We had to deal with both. You got to deal with both.